Hi there, Cindy Weber here with a foam roller workout for you today. Not really a workout, it's a massage tool. So go ahead and grab yours. And there's a couple of different sizes you might have at home. This one I love because then we can lay on it at the end. But today it's all about our legs. So we're just gonna work the legs today or massage them out. So go ahead and put that foam roller ahead of you. It's a great way to self-massage, and I start down at the ankles and I'm just rocking it forward and back, maybe doing a little side-to-side action. So each way, any which way you're doing your legs, you kind of want to work with the muscle fiber and against the muscle fiber. So I'm just rocking forward and back here. Don't even need my hands right now. Rocking it side to side, and then pull it a little closer. Once you get into the meaty part of your thigh, you really start to feel it. At least I do. So bring it way up. So we want to stay off any joints and just work the muscle. Once you've worked your way up pretty well, take it back down by your ankles. And if it's okay to push your hands into the ground, you may. If you have blocks or pillows, you can put one on either side of you and rest down on your elbows, and that might feel a little better if you have any kind of wrist issue. So you'll pick your butt up if you can, and then rock it forward and back. That way we're putting a little more pressure on when we pick our butt up. And I'm turning my feet side to side too, so I can get all angles. And then take it up a little bit higher. Otherwise your option's to have your hands down. And go forward and back on the higher part of the muscle. Turning your feet one way for a couple of rolls and then the other way for a couple of rolls. So I like to spend a minute or two on each muscle group. And if you want to try and work the full length of the muscle, then you'll have to like set your butt down and readjust your hands. But you can do the whole length if you want to. Just be careful of your shoulders because you kind of want them centered over your hands for the most part. Take that foam roller up a little bit higher so it's just above your knees, not underneath the knees, but above them. And again, you're either lying back or hands at your sides. Once you pick your seat up, and you don't even have to and you'll still feel it, but if you'd like to pick your seat up, you can right away. And just rock it side to side, go a little bit forward and back. Just like you're swinging a little bit. Turning the toes. And then set your seat down and take it a little bit higher. And my wrists are getting tired, so I'm gonna make fists and push them into the ground so that I can pick my seat up. And continue to work the legs, turning them side to side. Maybe all 10 toes out, all 10 toes in, whatever works for you. And then get really high on those muscles. Notice I walked my hands forward so I wasn't putting too much strain on my shoulders. And then if you want to try going the full length, just walk your hands along, turning your toes one way, the other, in or out, okay? All right, now for the glutes and the piriformis, which is in between the gluteus minimus and maximus. You can either set your elbow down or maybe bring that block in, whatever works for you. So whichever way you're leaning, bring that bottom leg up, or that same leg that feels the pressure of the foam roller. Hang on to your shin. So I've got my right leg up, so I'm hanging on to my shin with my left hand, and then rock it side to side a little bit. You will feel that piriformis in there. And if you're not feeling it yet, try rocking forward and back a little bit. Oh yeah, I feel it. Do you feel yours? I know you're talking to me like, oh, this really hurts. And it can sometimes. And then we'll do the other leg. So I'm just going to turn away from you a little bit. I'm still with you though. So bring the leg that's feeling the pressure of the foam roller up. Put your hand on your shin. And you can either be down on the block or all the way down on your elbow. Rock it side to side. Do a little forward and back action till you find it. Sometimes just holding steady pressure on that point that's really tender can actually help release it too. So what we're doing is massaging the fascia or the connective tissue as well as the muscles. So that connective tissue can sometimes get some hard knots in it, and we need to try and work them out so that those muscles can continue to serve us well. When you feel like you've got that pretty well, come to all fours over your foam roller. And this one's for the shins. I wish I would have known about this when I was a track and cross country coach. I want you to bring your right knee across, so you're like crossing your legs in front of your body, and then going forward and back. So I'm getting the muscle on the outside of the shin, not on the shin itself. If you want to add a little more pressure, you can tuck the back toes under, go forward and back. Ooh, didn't know they were sore until you massage them. And then work it down toward the ankle a little more. Now do the other side. Another good way to do this one is to sit right on it. Of course, then you're massaging out your leg, your upper leg and your hip area, as well as that shin. But if you want to apply the most pressure, just the shin on it. And then set both knees down again. Make sure your hands are under your shoulders. I'm going to do my left side first so you can see what I'm doing. Now I'm bringing the inner shin on the foam roller. And for me, that's about enough. I don't know if I want to tuck my other toes under, my back toes under. Ooh. You can try pointing and flexing your foot too, just to see what that brings up for you. Ooh. And then the other leg when you're ready. Point and flex if that feels good while you're doing it. Trying to get at all the angles here so we can really get a good massage in. Now we're going to come down onto our thighs, and let me tell you, sometimes that's the most painful part of all. Better move my water aside here so I don't kick it. So coming down onto your forearms, if your back is not strong enough to support you, please put a pillow or even a block underneath your hips to help hold them up so that you're not relying on your core so much. It's best if you do have a strong core though, so if you don't, keep working on it. I'll do a video on that soon. All right, now what I'm going to do is walk my arms forward and bend one knee. Roll it back, and then bend the other knee and walk it forward and back. So engaging the core the whole time. And then take your legs out wide and see how that feels. And then work your legs back together again. And put a little more pressure on the right leg than the left as you walk it forward and back. And you'll notice the closer you are to where the muscle attaches to the bone, the more you feel it, especially near the joints, okay? Oh, really tight. And then do the other one. No screaming, right? So your chest is more toward the ceiling. You get the back side of your IT band. So we're staying off of the IT band, just getting the back side. So the muscles that line the IT band rather than the IT band itself. And now take your foam roller to one side, bring your knee to a 90-degree angle, and I'm just above the knee joint, elbows on the ground. Whew. Just bend and straighten that leg first. You'll find closest to your knee and way up high on the thigh, you're going to feel it a little bit more. And I'm going to have to walk all the way off my mat in order to get into the inner thigh. Maybe just holding still would feel good. Whew. Feeling pretty tight in there. How about you? And then the other side. I'm just gonna go this way. Bending and straightening first if you want to work against the muscle fiber, and then rolling along with it. And again, closest to your knee and up by the hip joint is where you'll feel this one the most. If you feel a really tight spot, maybe you just want to stay there and bend and straighten your knee. Take as much time as you need. That's it for today. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.